All right, here we are at the Cool Guy Golf testing facility and storage facility. What's humorous here is that I just recorded this entire video with the camera facing the other direction. So that was time well spent. Either way, if you've been to our channel at Cool Guy Golf, you'll know that I have done a What's in the Bag video. It's several years old. I did it probably back in, I don't know, 2016-ish time frame. My clubs have changed quite a bit since then, mainly because I've broken many clubs, not out of anger, but just out of poor skill and poor quality clubs, to be honest. And anyway, I've got different clubs compared to what's in the prior, what's in the bag. So we're gonna go over what's here in the golf bag today. Now what Dennis did on his, when he kind of went through what's in his golf bag, he talked about initially what was actually in the pockets of his bag. So we're gonna do that here in a second. I don't really have a lot in the pockets of my bag. I think what people are more concerned about is what kind of clubs I'm using. People want to be able to emulate the skill that I have and that I show on our channel on a regular basis. And I think that's what people are concerned about, is what clubs am I actually hitting. So we'll get into the nitty gritty here in just a second, but first we'll go over what's in the bag itself, and then yeah, we'll get to the clubs. Okay, so we're going to take a look now here at what is actually in the bag. So first off, this is a Callaway golf bag, and before anybody comments that, you know, how dare I carry a Callaway golf bag when we are Cool Guy Golf, clearly they are a competitor. Why on earth do I have this? I justify having this because my daughter's name is Callaway. So ironically, she does not like golf. That's a whole nother issue. We'll get to that. Hopefully get her turned around to the right side of history here, if we can get her on to golf. But regardless, that's why I have a Callaway golf bag. So eventually there will be some Cool Guy golf bags that we have available at some point in the future, which will be far superior to anything Callaway could ever offer, just because, you know, we're Cool Guy and we can make better things. So anyway, let's start off here with this side pocket. So, crappy golf ball. That's all that's in there. Okay, now this, whoa, about knocked this thing over. All right, so this bag, or this pocket, generally is where I keep beverages when I'm out on the golf course. Right now, I have a golf glove. Oh, what do you know? Some regular Joe golf balls. 350 V8. These things will just tear up the course. And I got a whole bunch of golf balls in there. But the key, though, is the Cool Guy golf balls. Okay. So that's that side. So let's take a look now at the other side. Okay, we've got a towel hanging off the edge, which has not been washed probably in 15 years. No joke. Okay, I got this big, long bag on the side. Let's see what's in there. More golf balls. Inside, I've got another glove, Callaway again, just because my daughter's name is Callaway, not because I agree with their brand. Cool Guy Golf is much better. And just a bunch of golf tees. I don't really have any other pockets than that in my golf bag, so there's really not much else to showcase there. So yeah, there we go. Okay, so like I said before, I've already done what's in the bag. I've got some new clubs here. So we'll start with one of my favorite clubs, which is actually over here. We'll start here with the Treble Wedge. This is one of my favorite clubs. It's one of my newest clubs. It is used. I did not get it new. Got plenty of dirt and grime in the grooves, as we've talked about before. I don't want any unnecessary spin. So the more dirt and the grime and grass and dirt that's in the grooves, the better, because it lowers the unwanted spin that makes my shots go errantly all over the place. But here you can see this is what it is. It is a Wilson 64-degree treble wedge. This club, even though it's my newest, it has actually been shown to be one of the clubs that helps me dominate around the green. I have been so absolutely money with this golf club. It is unbelievable. Anybody who comes head to head to me around the green, automatic loss, thanks to this. I am a king of flopping, not falling down and looking like a moron, but hitting a high wedge. And this here is what gets the magic done. So, okay, now we'll go on to the sand wedge. This is a club that I bought at a used, I think it was at a golf expo. Anyway, it's a used club. It is a Cleveland sand wedge. It's got plenty of use. Again, one of the keys to success using this club is the dirt in the grooves. I cannot get over that. This here shows that it is excellent around the green for me. The more dirt present there, the less the unwanted spin that I get. And again, total domination only because of this club. Well, and my natural abilities, of course. But this here gets the job done. Okay, so next is the pitching wedge. Now this pitching wedge is something special because this has been unchanged since my prior What's in the Bag video. This is a graphite, this is a, I can't really read it too well because the print's been kind of rubbed off due to the extensive usage over the years. Kunin pitching wedge, mid-size. It has what's called a graphite vibration system in this club. I'm not sure how that system truly works, but the key to this club is this graphite vibration system that just, I don't know if it eliminates vibration or gives vibration. I don't know what it does, but it works, and it works great. And the thing that makes this club so special is, as I noted before, it is a club from Goodwill. I paid $5.99 for this club, and it has served me well over many years. I would say it's my own skill that does so well with this club, but I've got to give some credit to the graphite vibration system that is built into this. You know, the technology is fantastic. Okay, now we will talk about what used to be my money club, and that is the 8-iron. It doesn't matter what distance I am. It doesn't matter the wind condition, the weather condition, what kind of lie I have. I could be in a sand trap. I could be in the rough, the fairway, although I'm rarely in the fairway. 8-iron always used to be the best club in my bag. Unfortunately, that club broke, and now I have a power-built level loom Imperial blade 8-iron. Again, same as what was in my previous What's in the Bag, but because this is a blade, I cannot hit this club at all. My fingers go numb. I make huge divots. It's a terrible, terrible club. This was actually one of my dad's clubs from his bag back in the, I don't know, long time from current. But I carry it, that way I have a complete set. And if I need an 8-iron, absolutely need an 8-iron, I have one, but I cannot tell you the last time I actually hit this. And if I did hit it, I did not hit it well. So, although Dennis would say I don't hit any of my clubs well, but that's obviously false because, you know, I dominate every kind of match play, stroke play, whatever we do, he and I dominate. And it's not only my natural skill, but the clubs help quite a bit. Now, since my last What's in the Bag, I've upgraded my irons. So I went to a yard sale that a family friend of ours was having, and I found several actual full sets of clubs, but this is one that really just, you know, stood out to me. So I ended up picking these up from this garage sale. These are Wilson Staff irons. They pretty decent clubs. They're fairly old. They're somewhat blade-ish, but it honestly doesn't matter. When it comes to these clubs, I am absolute money with these irons. I can actually hit the 3-iron, the 4-iron, doesn't faze me. 7-iron is slowly becoming a replacement to my previous 8-iron. I can actually hit this anywhere, anyhow, anyway. I know Dennis said in his What's in the Bag, the 7-iron is his money club, but he's terrible with it. He can't hit it at all. It's a lot of hitting off the toe, hitting it fat. I mean, he's not any good with it. But I can truly say the 7-iron does it for me. I tend to use it quite a bit. So now we're getting into the woods, which my clubs are kind of a hodgepodge mix of clubs here. Now, in my previous What's in the Bag, I had a 5-wood, and that's the same one. And this one is just absolute magic. It is a Tour Select 5-wood. You can see here quite a bit of character on the club. It's missing a lot of the paint. I don't use a head cover for it. I feel like all the paint does is limit the aerodynamic flow over the club head. So the more the paint that chips off of this, the better, the faster the club head speed I get. Not that I've ever measured club head speed, I just assume that that's how it works. But regardless, I can hit this thing off the deck, no problem, plenty of distance. Yeah, this is one of my original clubs. So this was in the prior bag as well. Now, I've also, at a recent garage sale, auction. I was at an auction where I bought some golf-related materials, and I found this. This is a tailor-made 200 steel 2-wood. Now, I've only had this for a very short period of time, but I'm really liking this club. It works great when you're in the fairway. Again, I'm not typically in the fairway, but in theory, if I was in the fairway, this would work really, really well. One thing that it does great with, according to Cool Guy Golf rule number 459, section 2, if you're in a fairway and nobody can see you because they're way ahead of you, you can put a tee down in the fairway. In this club with a tee in the fairway, fantastic. I mean, not that I've done it a lot, but when it does happen, on the few occasions that it has, this club has been fantastic hitting off the fairway. And again, one of the things that helps this club off the fairway is quite a bit of stuff present there in those grooves. And again, when you're hitting a long club, like, a 3-iron, a 2-wood, if you hit that with a lot of spin, for me at least, way off to the side, slice, hook, doesn't matter, it can go anywhere. Keeping those grooves full, all that does is straight trajectory. Limits that spin. I mean, I'm unstoppable. Now we have here the King Cobra. Actually, that's what the club head cover says is King Cobra, but actually, still the King Snake. No. It's a Lynx Black Cap, is what this is. Now, just like in my previous What's in the Bag, no changes. This has been in my bag for a number of years, probably since high school, which that's been a long time ago. I don't want to get into that, but basically I got this club for free. Somebody I know was testing this club, got underneath it, put a dent in it, but it doesn't matter. This club has been amazing, even though that dent, I think all the dent has done is just increase aerodynamic flow over the club head, just like we talked about before. Anything that improves airflow over the club head, reduces friction, just absolute bomb off the tee. That has a very stiff shaft to maximize my very fast swing speed. I think I swing at maybe 60, 70 miles per hour. That's fast, I think. but perfect shaft for that level of swing speed. Just puts this ball 220, 240 every time. Now, last but not least is the putter. This putter is the secret sauce to my golf game. Now, I've had this putter since I was probably 15 years old. This was built by a friend of mine's dad way back in the day. And this putter has been nothing but greatness. If I need to sink a 25 footer, a 10 footer, 3 footer, this gets the job done every time. Dennis is talking about how he needs a better putter, and I challenged him to build a better putter. And if he can build a better putter, then I will use his putter any day of the week, as long as it's better than this. And this one here is cream of the crop. So, oh, and I didn't even tell you what it was. This is a ST3 Sensitouch with the Golf Pride grip. So yeah, it's secret sauce to my game. So anyway, that's what's in my bag. This set of clubs has been around for a long time. These irons are super old, actually, but because it doesn't matter how new or old these clubs are, I still get the job done. I still dominate out on the golf course, especially when it comes to Dennis. With other people, I don't really dominate that much, but no matter how old, how cheap, how expensive these clubs are, they definitely get the job done.